everyone. This is Dr. Farha Nas, consultant ENT and cochlear implant surgeon at Maitri Hospital, Attapur. Today, I am going to answer a few questions that patients and parents usually ask me about adenoids. Adenoids are a part of the lymphatic tissue that is present behind the nose, usually in children of ages 3 to 7 years. It is at its maximum size at 5 to 7 years of age, usually shrinks in size after that, and by puberty it is almost disappeared. Are a normal part of the immune system. It causes a problem when they are enlarged. What causes adenoid enlargement is recurrent rhinitis, recurrent nasal infections, recurrent upper respiratory tract infections, and allergies are the usual causes of enlarged adenoids. The symptoms of adenoid enlargement are the child usually comes to the OPD with complaints of nose block, nasal obstruction, mouth breathing, snoring, difficulty in breathing. Apart from this, the patient will also have problems like snoring, difficulty in having a complete sleep pattern, or obstructive sleep apnea. They get up every time in the night to breathe and then they sleep again. All of this will also hamper their daily routine. These children will have adenoid facies. That is, they will have a dull looking face, they will have poor concentration, they will have an open mouth, dry lips, they will have high arched palate and crowded teeth. Apart from this, they will also have ear problems, which is because of the eustachian tube block that happens in adenoid enlargement. When the eustachian tube is blocked, these children will complain of recurrent ear pains, hardness of hearing, and also in extreme cases, ear discharge when there is a perforation of the tympanic membrane. Apart from ear, nose, they will also have systemic involvement like pulmonary hypertension is present in children who are not treated for adenoid enlargement. How do we diagnose adenoids? In the OPD, first and foremost, history plays a very important role. Second, we do a rigid diagnostic nasal endoscopy. If it is available, we also perform a flexible diagnostic nasal endoscopy. Apart from this, we have something called as the X-ray nasopharynx view or the CT-PNS, which shows the extent of adenoid enlargement. Management of adenoid hypertrophy depends on the severity or the grade of adenoid enlargement. Now, how is the adenoid graded? Grade of adenoid depends on the obstruction that is caused because of the adenoids in the nasopharynx. They are divided into grade 1, grade 2, grade 3 and grade 4. Grade 1 where there is less than 1/3 obstruction, grade 2 where there is 1/3 to 2/3 obstruction, grade 3 more than 2/3 but less than complete obstruction, and grade 4 is complete obstruction. Management depends on the grade as well as the severity of symptoms that are present because of the adenoids. Usually grade 1 and grade 2 adenoids are managed medically. You have to give anti-allergy medications for a longer duration along with anti-inflammatory medications, which include steroidal nasal sprays. In grade 3 and grade 4 adenoid hypertrophy, and in those wherein there is a lot of recurrence that is happening or which are not responding to the usual medical management, we have adenoidectomy as a treatment of choice for such patients. Adenoidectomy these days is done by a complete bloodless procedure, which is with coblation. If you have any further queries, or if your child is suffering with adenoid hypertrophy, or if you feel your child is having mouth breathing or recurrent ear infections or recurrent infections of the nose or the sinuses, please feel free to come and contact me at Maitri Hospital, Attapur. I am available every day, Monday to Saturday from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock. You can take prior appointments and you can come and visit me.